Hi, Chronic Care Advocates. My name is Kayla Ann. Don't forget that hyphen. And this is the Chronicles of Warrior TV. A lot has happened in the last 6 months of the year. It's actually been less than 6 months since the last time I made a video. But yeah, a lot has happened. Sorry, I just had my breakfast. I am about to head out the door. But I just wanted to make this video because today is the first day. Well, yeah, it is technically the first day because I plan on having more appointments. But today I start therapy. Yes, today I start therapy. I have my first appointment today. It is with a doctor. I was really rooting for an African-American doctor, but when I was going through for my insurance, I can only go by name. Like, they didn't have pictures. So I assumed, oh, excuse me, I assumed from the name that she was African-American, but we will see. Yeah, my hair looks really, really good. The edges need to be cleaned up or whatever, but I don't really have hair products like that. And I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot that has been going on in my life. I've had a lot of series of unfortunate events that have gotten me to this point. And I am like super excited. I really couldn't sleep last night because I also just got out of the hospital like 3 days ago. And I believe it's 3 days ago. I had literally just got out of the hospital. So I'm still going through like getting myself back to normal. Well, not really back to normal because I'm back to normal, but like in my daily routine, and I'm just weaning off of my medication because normally I don't really take medication like that. And honestly, that didn't happen on purpose. I just didn't have access to it, which hence one of the future videos, by the way. I didn't have access to the medication, so I had to basically figure it out and just go with what I had at the moment, at the time. And I hated it, but I often have to remember like days where I'll be like, oh, this is annoying, it'll be pissing me off, I shouldn't have to go through this, da 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 da. Or also days that I prayed for before. I used to pray, but like, Lord, I don't want to be on this medication as much, as I've been on it. Like, I just want to wean down. I mostly want to be on weed. Like, that's what I want or whatever. And that's literally how the direction of my life has been going. And I just need to stop and just appreciate that fact. So anyway, it is 8:24, which is, the bus has already passed. So now I have to go. Well, I have to get coffee because you see these bags, hardly no sleep. Well, I hardly get any sleep anymore anyway, because I just have a lot going on. We have a lot of catching up to do. But yeah, so that's today. I'm gonna get my hair straight and get up out of the door because I also have to go to the gas station, give me some, Lord, give me some gas. I have to go to the gas station, give me some coffee, and get a best pass. I have officially moved to Virginia. Before, like, I didn't consider myself moved. I didn't consider that I moved to Virginia only because I was staying with other people, and it's just, yeah. But I officially moved here. All my address have completely changed to my apartment, which is what we are in. And before, I was just whining like, oh my God, I want my apartment again. I want my own space. I want my own bed. I want to be able to walk around naked again. And now that I have that, and I haven't honestly really fully been able to enjoy it because of all the series of unfortunate events that I've been in. But that's neither here nor there. So I am excited about that. So we're gonna walk that journey together. Okay. I might not come back today. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's most likely probably going to be tomorrow because I have I have to work today. As you can see, I have to work today. Today is my Friday, which is Monday. It's actually Monday, December the 13th, maybe. I'm not sure what day it is, but I just know that it's Monday and today is my Friday, and I will do a little, like, hopefully, well, I'm not hopefully, I will do a little story time over this dish that I want to make. It's supposed to be a vegan dish, but I didn't buy vegan cheese. I bought regular cheese, and then I was gonna add meat to it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna just keep it somewhat to the original dish of what I've gotten off of Pinterest, which is what you will see. So yeah, I hope everybody starts their day off, amazing. I hope everybody's day is good, but by the time you see this, it will be next year. So happy new year. Anyway, I shall see y'all later. Hi, Chronic Care Advocates. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla Ann. Don't forget that hyphen. And this is the Chronicles of Warrior TV. So today is actually December the 12th. I know the last video was like, today's the 12th. I didn't know the date. Today is actually December the 12th, which is Tuesday, December the 12th. But by the time you see this video, it's going to be next year. So who cares? So today is an off day for me. And I just have a lot for y'all to catch up on. I know you're going to have a lot of questions, because I have a lot of questions, and it's going to be so interesting to see all the footage that I have accumulated over the past year in one big compilation. So that's going to be fun. Anyway, I told you in the last video that I had a dish that I wanted to make, which is I'm about to make it because I'm hungry. I had a Pop-Tart just so that I could put something on my stomach because I was hurting like extremely bad. You could kind of tell, that I'm still hurting by my voice. That's one thing you're going to learn about me. What's understood doesn't need to explain. When my voice changes, it gets all raspy like this. It's not because I have something in my throat. It's because I am in a lot of pain. My pain doesn't correlate like most people. They fidget or whatever. For me, you could hear it in my voice. I'll look fine, act fine, but my voice tells everything. I try to hide it sometimes. Sometimes I do good at hiding it. Sometimes I just be in so much pain that I can't hide it. It is what it is. It's a part of me. It's a part of what goes on with me. So that's totally fine. Anyway, I want to do like a little apartment tour for you to see the new apartment that I have. And I'm just gonna say, at first I was so overwhelmed and frustrated because I am starting completely over. And it really it was getting to me. But I also had a lot going on that I hadn't dealt with. And so that accumulates a lot of part to it as well. And then I'm realizing that I have ADHD, and when I get overwhelmed, out of a routine, everything just goes kabonkers. So that's fun. Anyway, the point of this video is to do like a story time while I'm cooking this dish, and I'm trying to find it because I found it on Pinterest. So it's supposed to be a vegan recipe, and I had saved it. It's like an eggplant parmesan dish. That is what it is. So I went to get the eggplant like a couple of days ago after work, so that I didn't have to go and do it today because I picked up an extra shift at work for tomorrow. And then I just got a lot of other things going on, like finals and stuff like that, doctor's appointments, it's just, I'm just gonna say, like, I thought that my life would be a little easier, that Michael isn't here, but really it's not. I was so delusional, like, so delusional. But that I'm going to get into in story time, because I was also spoiled. Like, I was so spoiled. Everybody around me was like, "Oh, she's spoiled. That's your wife." Da, da, da. They knew it. They saw it. Even Michael saw it. But you know, my delusional spoiled behind didn't see nothing. And he he said to himself, he's like, "Well, you're not gonna really feel the true effects of me until I'm not here anymore." And I didn't want him. I didn't want that to happen. But as always, you know, everything he would say will always be right on point. Anyway, let me find this dish. Okay, so this is what it is: eggplant parmesan, right? Boom shakalaka. So that is what I am making. I bought one eggplant just so that if I don't like it, then, well, I'm gonna eat it, because I don't have money to be wasting food. Like, I don't have no money at all. Like, I mean, I do have money, but I don't have money, which is crazy. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to get it out and for you to see, get all my stuff together, and then we can go from there. Okay, so all of, like, I love my apartment. Don't get me wrong. I love my apartment. I'm so grateful that I'm here, that I have made it through everything that I have been through in this last year. And it's been a lot. A lot. And by the way, my baby got me this shirt. And it explains my day. Like, explains my day. Anyway, that's why this is like a story time cooking thing. And they're fixing stuff downstairs, if you hear it. Well, they're not fixing it. They're more like renovating it so that people can move in. Anyway, this is what we have for our eggplant parmesan. We have our eggplant, our marinara sauce, mozzarella, and Parmesan cheese. This is our whole shebangy gang for like everything, right? Boom shakalaka. Of course, you have your seasonings, whatever. I'm not about to pull that out. You're gonna see it. We're not doing that. Anyway, so like I was saying, I am super grateful for my apartment. Like, mad grateful for my apartment. I been through a lot to get here, so I'm just like, I don't want it to seem like I'm complaining, because I'm not. But I have not been able to fully like clean it the way I want, which made me realize how OCD I am, because every time I come home here, I get freaked out, like freaked out, because it's not clean in the way I would like it to be. But that's gonna come with time. You know, since I have been in this apartment, I have learned that, I mean, before I knew that I lacked patience, like I already knew that. But I'm having to exercise patience now, and just learning myself has been crazy. Michael would say it all the time, like stuff that I would do or whatever, but I knew that was gonna fall. I just knew it was gonna fall. It's different when you see it for yourself. Like, see it for yourself. Like, it's kind of like my mother was like, "Well, they've been tracking you on the phones and technology." Like, I know that, but it's different when you see it. Like, I know I am very smart, very aware, like self-aware, like it's nobody's business. Pick up anything. Chad used to say that all the time. Kayla, there's nothing that you don't miss around you. You're right. Um, and I'm learning that it's because of my childhood. I couldn't miss nothing. Anyway, so we're gonna get started on that. Where do I want to start? How about we start with yesterday? I went to. How about we wash our hands? Let me get something to drink. Child, needed that water. Dehydrated like it's nobody's business. Big tip: if you, when you continue watching, you'll learn about me. Your lips get dark like this. Dehydrated. Pay attention to your lips. So let's start with the fact that I started therapy yesterday, which I told you about. How did it go, Kayla? Did it go good? It actually went really, really good. I liked it, and I'm going to keep going. I'm gonna be going frequently, like twice a month. Sorry guys. You'll notice like I'm literally brand new, like brand spanking new. And I don't have much stuff. I'm going to accumulate stuff. People have been telling me places to go to get things, pick things up. Well, you go to this place or this place or this place. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm very aware of these things that I can get and stuff like that. I know these things. I have to get the money first. So yeah, it went great. It went really, really good. I am, like I said, I'm gonna go twice a month until, you know, it's like talk therapy. So until I've gotten to a place where I feel like I don't need to go as frequent, then I'll, you know, down, you know, like mediate down. But where have you been? What's been going on with you, Kayla? How has things been crazy? Well, I deleted majority of my videos just to start over, just to figure out what I want my channel to be, how I want it to go. And just basically giving myself time because I needed time. I needed it. And I appreciate that I did that. I'm grateful that I did that. I'm actually glad that I did that. And the reason why, yeah, what is this? Because this is irritating me. Anyway, oh, and I went to dry my hands because I only got one towel, sweetie. Like, I am on the struggle bus, but not really on the struggle bus. Like, I just appreciate I'm appreciating starting over, like not having anything. Before, I didn't really have anything. Well, when I first got into my first apartment, I moved in with Keith, which was an ex. Oh man. Oh, anyway, sorry. Looking out the window, which was an ex that y'all probably don't know about. I moved in with him. My grandmother was here and she got me quite a bit of things for my house, and then she gave me things from her home because, you know, black mamas be in everything in the house. So yeah, and that was my mom. So she, you know, would buy me things. Like, she'll go into the store, she'll see something she want me to have, she'll buy it and she'll, you know, give it to me. She'll give me stuff that's in her house for me to have that she knew that I needed. And I freaking didn't appreciate it because, you know, spoiled. And that was my baby. Like, that was my baby. Anyway, like, Michael was my baby. Anyway, there I go, wandering on. The point is, I'm on the struggle bus. So the reason why I said that is because I don't have any knives, and in the video it shows you a knife, sweetie. So my sister, which is, you're gonna see her later on, Connect, my big sister, she had got me this. So the utensils are over there because I have been using them in my home, but this is actually for when you go to the hospital. And I need to just give her the money, and cause she be on all these apps, begin a heck of stuff. Like, I mean, heck of stuff. I'm gonna just need to give her the money, be like, this is what I need, order it, and then send it to my house. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna do because I have enough on my plate as it is, and I just would appreciate to have a little help. And they're like, hey, Lord, don't you have family? Do I? Do I really? Anyway, so yeah. So that is my knife, which, well, it's coming out of this kit to cut this eggplant. And I put I'll put y'all high because I'm doing it on my iPad. So it's kind of like I'm trying to adjust it properly. Like, editing is going to be a time. Editing is going to be a time. So I need to clean it off. This is what we're using. I promise this is clean. I promise it is. I don't know how to get this off. Like, it's just freaking me out. 9 times out of 10 when I get myself back together. Well, I'm not back together. Well, later on, I'll probably get a new pan set, but this is going to have to work. It was like 40 bucks in Walmart. Actually, it wasn't even 40 bucks. It was like 30 bucks in Walmart. It served its purpose. It gave what it was supposed to give, and cooking my food, preparing it, and allowing me to do the things that I need to do to eat and consume. So that's that on that. And we have our knife. Now, it's supposed to be vegan, like I said earlier, but that's what I was trying to say. It's supposed to be vegan, but sweetie, okay, this is not vegan cheese. We know it's not vegan cheese. I even honestly was debating on adding meat to it, but I was like, no, I'm gonna just keep it pretty basic. I was at Walmart. All right, so I didn't know where I could find vegan cheese, and it was probably expensive, and I was trying to be very cheap, okay? It is what it is. That's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna rinse this. Let's get it all clean. I had to Google on YouTube how to pick out an eggplant because I have never, ever picked out an eggplant before, and I'm gonna just be straight up honest with you. Like, this is gonna be my first time cleaning an eggplant, which is, you know, try to clean it as good as possible on the outside, get all those chemicals off. So dealing with an eggplant, cooking an eggplant, so this is going to be fun. Hint the sarcasm. So she kind of like split it in half almost. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cut this part off, which is our top, excuse me. And then I'm only working with like a minimal amount of space. And I didn't realize that she was going to have it that long. So I'm kind of like, do I want it to be this long? Like, will it fit in the pan? Like, I have foil pans that I could use, but they're also, if you've probably seen my video earlier, like they are holding up my dishes. I have not cleaned my house to my liking, to where I want to put my pans in the dish, like put them up in the cabinets, which is kind of strange. And this, like, I don't know how I feel. I probably picked it out wrong. 9 times out of 10, I must have picked it out wrong. Like, I picked out the worst one that you could pick out, and whatever. It is what it is. It's a learning experience, and we're doing this together. So this is my first time. Okay, you can learn from me what not to do. Like, I am the living example of what not to do. So yeah, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, how I'm gonna play this. Like, how am I gonna play this? Like, do I want it long or what? Like, what am I doing? We gonna wing it. Like, we really gonna wing it on this. But anyway, so yeah, my last year, how has it been? What have you been doing? You saw that I went to go get my car. I no longer have my car. Okay, I had to get rid of it. It broke down on me. And you find out that people, I also found out as it broke down on me, I realized that Michael's so-called friends was actually jealous. It's just, you just realize, like, when the tables turn, right, and you need help, who was actually in your corner. And Michael stopped dealing with quite a bit of people, and I realized that he did. He was like, he said it, he would be like, you don't realize that you the only person that I talk to. And I was like, yeah, well, besides your money, but I didn't understand that. And he was like, he grew up with these people, they were important to him, but it's another pill to swallow when you outgrow your friends. You realize that your friends ain't really your friends. Like, it's just a lot. So I found that out on my side as well as his side. So that's been very eye-opening. I moved to, so I know y'all saw that I moved. I did the tea, which is gonna be fun. And I still actually have that tea, which is, I don't have a pot. So I've been looking, Amazon has been picking up with their AI. I have been looking at, things to buy. Like, I have a wish list for her to go off of if I do decide to go that route. For her to go off of all the things that I want, which has been quite nice. And I also just appreciate just looking things up, realizing my taste, what I like. I always thought I didn't have taste, and come to find out I do have a little taste, which is nice. Growing up, everybody always said I had old people taste, and I didn't have good taste, and all this good stuff. So it's been nice trying to just, like, rediscover what I like, what I don't like. I don't know how I feel about this eggplant though. Like, this part of the eggplant, like, clearly it was going bad, but how are you supposed to tell? Like how can you tell what this is? Like, help me out, people, help me out. And then it's kind of like, dude, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and use the dang on container. wrong, my countertops are clean. Like, that's the only thing that I trust that is clean is my countertops. And that says a lot, because for just me, that says a lot. Yeah. And I'm annoyed. We're gonna see. We're just going to see how this goes. So I'm assuming, instead of assuming, let's look. See how this is supposed to, I mean, but then again, I am African American, so my ancestors would tell me. I am back with your hands. So let's see. What was the point of cleaning it? You're going to touch your phone. See, this is what I don't like. Just whatever. And she said crispy. So we're gonna see. Oh, it bakes for 20 minutes. Good, because I am hungry. Like, I try to go, honestly, I go off a base and then I just be like, oh, she has breadcrumbs. And I don't have olive oil. See, I have regular vegetable oil. Black parsley or garnish. Cut the eggplant into planks, thick, sprinkle 30 minutes, pat dry with paper towel. Then season with salt and pepper. Ground grape, Parmesan cheese, salt, pepper, garlic powder, oregano, and black pepper. So these are what I'm doing so that you can see. Pepper, salt, common sense, people. The oil, veggie. Not good for you, but who cares? So she says pat this dry. I don't have paper towels, so it is what it is. Okay, we gotta work with what we gotta work with. This salt and pepper shaker annoys me because I don't be wanting to over salt and pepper stuff, but at the same time, it's kind of like they don't want to come out. Loud. And that's another thing about these apartments. I love them, but their walls are thin. Like, thin. Oh, and it says, I think it said oregano. Yeah, oregano. And my neighbor, whatever. But all I have is Italian seasoning. And sweetie, it has oregano in here. It has all the other stuff. So we just gonna be Italian-y garlic powder. Italian-y garlic, Italian eggplant parmesan. If it turns out nasty, I only got one eggplant. So hey. technically, I mean, they're at work and they automatically assume people are at work and they're not at home, which is understandable, but whatever. I do have off days during the week, and most people have weekend off days if I work on the weekends. Oh, that's another thing. You saw in the last video, I now work for Amazon. I might work somewhere else really, really soon. I'm just trying to get, right now, I'm just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, one situation at a time. And approach things as they come, and then try to reset, which is ironically that's what one of my guy friends told me. Well, that's how I should approach things. He really thinks he's younger than me, but he really, really, really thinks. But I tell him all the time, like, dude, you be grandfathering me, cause whatever. That's neither here nor there. Like, are they arguing? I swear, they yelling at somebody all the time. All right. That's on there. So now on each one, it has like the marinara sauce on top. This is what we got. I set my oven to, I didn't set it to what it was supposed to have on here, but I just want to give y'all what it says here. Oh no, I'm gonna say 45 minutes. I'm done. What the heck? What was I looking at? So I put it in there for 345 majority of the time, because yes, I do know how to cook. Majority of the time they tell you to do it for 350. I always try to do it for 375 because I'm hard-headed. Anyway, so we're back here because I'm done with this. The eggplant is going to go in there when the oven heats up. Cook once, like I said, 20 minutes. Then flip them 20 minutes, and then put the marinara sauce on there, and then the cheese, and then cook it, and then parmesan, eggplant parmesan. So back to the conversation. This last year, what have I learned this last year? I have learned that I have everything. My grandfather said it. You have everything that you need inside of you. I know this. I've been with this, but when you're going through a lot, let's just say I was taught wrong. No, ill will on my mother, my parents, but I was taught wrong. And then I get into a situation, a relationship. And then my grandmother, she tried to help in the best way that she could, but she only got to me at 14. And then she got back to me at 18. So it was more like intermittent of a whole bunch of bad stuff, pouring in a whole bunch of good stuff, mix it all together, and you get me.
And then you fast forward, you get into a relationship with someone that genuinely loves you and cares about you, but has to um has to just, fight through all of the stuff that's been pushed in you over the years. So this last year after he passed away, it really exercised all of the work that I was doing, just since my grandmother passed away. And when I was with him, it just like, I had to put into exercise all of that work. I have to, now that I'm on steady ground. I am just, exercising all of that work that I'm putting, that was already there, that was already put there. But it's now on autopilot, if that makes sense. Like, I've already gotten the gunk out. I'm already slowly healing. And Michael used to say all the time, I need to get out of your way. I need to get out of your way. I need to get out of your way. Because he had stuff that he had to deal with that he couldn't let go of and move past. And no matter how I tried to help, there's only so much, which is crazy because my friend, he goes, if I'm the only voice of reason, then, and the crazy part is that's what I was for Michael. Like, I was the only voice of reason for him. And no matter how many times, like, babe, you gotta get therapy, babe, we need to do this. Like, he went to church, he did all of that, but he still had a lot of work that he needed to do. And I was always working, trying to make sure that, just trying to keep us afloat, make sure we were fed, make sure we were housed, make sure we were good. And I couldn't give him the proper attention that he needed. And one day he came to me. He came out of it. He slowly came out of it, because that's what love does. It just takes time. And he came and he was like, babe, we really need to get out there and volunteer. Like, we need to get out there in the community and things of that nature, because he had gotten to a point to where he was slowly, he was, and he saw that need that he needed in other people in other areas and other kids, and he wanted to be that, which is why I created the channel in the first place. Because I created this channel because when I was growing up, I didn't have people around me for real, like, except when I went to camp. Like, when I went to sickle cell camp, I did, but before, like, I didn't have nobody to be like, all right, well, this is why you're feeling like this. This is gonna happen in this time. Oh, that's normal for because our bodies, our women, our bodies. I didn't have that, so that's exactly why I created the channel in the first place. And I kind of lost it because I had a lot of things going on, and I honestly didn't even get into it for the money. I got into it because it was on my heart to do. This is what I wanted to do, and yeah. But I just had started getting overwhelmed, having a lot going on, and it didn't, yeah. So that's why I created this channel. And that really took hold and root within the last 3 to 4 years of just the need. And yeah. So with that being said, I am starting completely over with everything. That's why I deleted majority of my videos. That's also why I haven't really been recording like that, because I haven't been in a stable situation for you to, for me, and I haven't been stable mentally, physically, and emotionally for me to just be able to give you everything that you need. Because if I'm not right, I can't give you the proper tools. If I don't have the proper tools, I can't give you the proper tools, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that was him. That was, his way of trying to tell me like I'm okay. He's okay. Michael said that he didn't really worry about him. That somebody would pick him up and take him home. And but I that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for me. Was my family. And not even just with my family, just in general. So that was really hard for me. And I don't know how or if I get another animal. But right now I really don't want one. I don't want to get another animal. I don't want another animal. I don't want and the crazy part is I've had those two weren't my first animals. You know what I mean? Like, I've had cats before Sailor Moon. You know that if you've been on my social media, you know that those weren't, but they just were close to my heart. So yeah, that's why you won't see them anymore for the ones that are inquiring. We are at our last minute for the toss and turn. And I think that's a good catch-up story time. I don't want to get too deep because I don't want and just expose everything that has been going on within this last year. But the people that knew and did what they did, acted the way they acted, they'll know. They're gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. They're gonna remember it. And that's all that needs to be done there. So that you can see is I turn them. Okay. So they're on the other side. The other side is actually quite crispy. I'm gonna put them back in the oven again. Oh yeah, that's because they dip them in breadcrumbs so that they could be crispy. Look here, sweetie. I probably, honestly, I had but I don't have the flour. I don't have the flour. I'm gonna make it again. This time, it's gonna be better. Okay, look. Like I said, so for my first time doing this, I thought I had everything. Clearly, I did not. So, yeah, I tossed them. I turned them. So we're gonna put them in another. And I'm sitting here talking, Lord. The other 20 minutes, and then boom, our mozzarella and our shredded cheese. I think that the breadcrumbs with the egg and all that stuff is what makes it crispy. Yeah, I think it is. And that's another thing. Lately, I have not been eating eggs. I just haven't been eating eggs. Like, I haven't had the urge to eat eggs. I haven't really bought them. The only reason why they're in my refrigerator now is because they came out of a food box. And I only used one for my macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I don't really eat eggs anymore. I've noticed that. Crazy, right? So another thing I wanted to speak on, being up north. So being from the South, right? I grew up in the South. I was raised in the South. And I didn't, I knew the difference of how me and Michael were raised, but being up here, like in the north, like the northern part, which is the crazy part is they say here in Virginia, they say this is the South. And I'm like, South where? Where is the South here? This is the North. they was like, well, this is the southern part of the north. Where? I guess I was in the dirty, 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 dirty south, because where is this? Like, where is the south? Where? But anyway, that's been fun. I had my first chopped cheese, which has also been fun. It was really, really good. Maybe if I had it from New York, it would probably hit different, but it was cool. What else? Just the whole experience, the housing. Like, I've been to the north before, but I've never lived in the north, which has been new for me. Because when they talk about there ain't no land, there ain't no land, there ain't no land, and then you go down south and there's land everywhere, especially in Texas. It's a lot of land in Texas. But up here, I totally get it, because they really be on top of each other. And they be nice houses too, big, nice houses. But you got kids in the yard, they playing in the yard, and you could hey neighbor, like you trying to have a day out in the sun and try to be alone to avoid your neighbor. You can't. Like, whatever. I just had to put that out there. I had to. So that's been interesting and fun. What else? What else? I don't know. Oh, and do you want to see the apartment? Yes, it's completely empty for the most part. I actually bought that blender when I was staying with my brother. I'm glad I did accumulate certain things over time, so I won't be so overwhelmed and having to buy things. But I can give you an apartment tour. I can do that. So, obviously, I was in my kitchen. Do the proper tools if I don't have the proper tools, and that just wouldn't be right for me to do and give y'all just mediocre, crazy. Like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, and if I don't feel right about it, then I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm sorry. That's why you have not heard from me or seen me or just wondering where I've been. Am I okay? Am I alive? You know, every once in a while I try to, like, sporadically, you know, I mostly just be posting reels on my channel. I'm on my personal page. So if you're on my personal page, you'll see, yeah, I'm alive. I'm fully alive. And then sometimes sporadically I'll post on my business pages, and then just keep it moving. I haven't been doing too much of that either. So this new start over, I have the tools already. So, like, therapy isn't just something that my friend, he keeps emphasizing. I did BetterHelp like a couple of years ago, like three years ago, around 2020, when I just got overwhelmed. I lost my job. I just got really, really overwhelmed. And I was like, this is gonna go right, because lately, like, I haven't been writing down to have like an organized plan, which is I'm gonna get there, but it's just how I feel. Today is off day. I have quite a bit of things that I need to do, and I was just like, okay, well, let me do a video of cooking this dish, because this is my first time cooking this dish, and just learning, showing y'all, and us learning and seeing and doing together. Okay. Book club list. I already have like next year's book club list together. I have to revamp it, you know, make it all edited, make it all whatever. But I already have the list. I've noticed something about my list. I don't include much of like adult books. Like, I mean, I do. If I do include adult books, I do like business books or self-help books. But lately, you'll notice in next year's book club list and 2025 book club list, I included a lot of teen fiction, children's books, just quite a bit of variety of books. So that's gonna be fun because this one book that I have, it's not even, I think it's gonna be more like February. Yeah, it's gonna be February's book, because January's book, I read that one, and y'all are gonna be, it's gonna speak for itself. I'm just gonna say that. And February's book, really, really good book. Both of them are really, like, I would just say all of them are really, really good books because I read them. Like, I actually read my books that I put on the book list. Like, I read them. This isn't me just posting books for you to read. Like, I actually read these books. I don't just take a picture of them. I read these books. And that's going to be fun. Also, like, reaccumulating my library, because a lot of my books I had to get rid of because I couldn't travel with them and take them with me. So yeah, that's been good. So that's gonna be fun, just rebuilding that. And then let's see, the prayer list and the affirmations is gonna change as well. Everything is gonna have a new revamp to it. So that's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna say, like, at first, I hated it. I was like, I am so sick and tired of starting over. I'm just so tired. And I'm also mindful who you have to vent to, because not everybody cares about you. And the crazy part is I'm talking about family. Like, not everybody wants your best insurance. Lord. No, not everybody wants the best for you. Just gonna put that out there. Not everybody wants you to be happy. Not everybody wants you to be higher, what they consider higher than you. Because then they're like, oh, you think you're better than me. I've gotten that a lot. Don't think that. So yeah, that's gonna be. Look, I'm working through it. Look, therapy, it didn't come at a better time. Like, it took me a while to just settle into a situation anyway, and I was going to do it, but a couple of events kind of made me have to accelerate it, because my goals were coming to the wayside, and I didn't like it. I was upset. And
so we have our final results, and I ain't even gonna lie, it looked better on the picture because they didn't put as much Parmesan on there and as much cheese, and I just flooded it with it. Like, look, first time, I'm gonna do it again. I'm definitely gonna do it again because I want my eggplants to be crispier. That's what I was rooting for. And I don't know why common sense didn't kick in, but it is what it is. But this is the final result of it. And I was going to try, but it's covered so well that I'm like, where did the eggplants? Where do they start? Where do they finish? How does this go? Look at all that freaking cheese. Bro, what were you thinking, Kayla? There's one. I'm trying to get some more, like, sauce and cheese and stuff. Who gonna be toilet constipated?
I probably shouldn't have said that in this video, but there you go. So I switched. Now we're about to try it in our bowl. Here's the fork that I was talking about. I had plastic forks, but I mean, it's only me. Neither here nor there. Who cares? Ain't nobody here in the first place. And I don't like people like that for real anymore. So nobody really gonna be at my house like that. So I feel like I should have maybe brought the knife too, but we're gonna see. How does it taste? This is gonna be my first time ever in my life trying eggplant. And I should have gotten a knife, huh? So let me bring it down here. Okay. Right. We're gonna try cut this up real good. Next time, I think if it actually turns out good, I'm gonna try like recently and do another redo video before the year ends out, and then compare the two. So here we go. Really? I'm sorry y'all didn't see my face, but it was actually really, really good. Like, let me do that review over. It's actually really, really good. So, the guns are cut here. It's giving, oh, okay. It's giving, you're gonna have to make it again. That's what it's giving. It's definitely giving that. And I'm so excited about making it again. Implementing it in my diet. Lately, I have been, you know, stress causes you to eat wrong. Well, not really wrong, but, and then, you know, there's also so many factors of why people have the diets that they have. We can go on for a whole list. But I'm really, really, really trying to get back onto a better, healthier diet. And just, you know, adding things, changing things, you know, implementing things. It's not that bad. It's actually not that bad. It really, it would be a crispier texture if I did bread it up and make it like crispy. It actually really would be really pretty good. So yeah, there you go.